Howdy ho, buckaroos. It's your pal Lieutenant Dan from 99 Lives, and take a look at what we got our hands on today. A beat up, junky PlayStation 4 console. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We're going to disassemble this bad boy, clean it, put a new fan in, new thermal compound on the heatsink, and we'll go from there. So yeah, I know this thing's beat up because I got it off a homeless guy for a bologna sandwich and a pack of cigarettes. Actually, just kidding. Got it from my brother, so I definitely know it's a beat up piece of crap. Basically, he told me the unit would shut down due to overheating, and I don't know. Here I am. I cheated a little bit, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Took this thing apart. It was dirtbag filthy. Dirtbag filthy. So it's not as dirty as when I first opened it, but here's gonna be the key to this disassembly. The T8 security bit. There's a little hole on the tip of that. Don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not. But I did watch a tutorial video. Also, Phillips head screwdriver, thermal compound, Q-tips, fan, rubbing alcohol. I did watch a video where the guy was breaking off the little security parts of the screws. But we're not going to do that. We have the bit. Now, remember, to open this thing up, there are stickers on the back. And we need to peel them off. If you peel these off, you instantly void your warranty. Now, supposedly there's ways with a hairdryer where you can... See, I was already in here. Totally cheating. There's ways with a hairdryer where supposedly you can heat it up and, you know, kind of beat the system there, but I'm not going to suggest it. I didn't do it myself because frankly I don't really care too much, and there are screws hidden underneath those stickers. We'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, my warranty is officially voided, and that's okay because I am, you know, kind of trying to just test the waters here a bit and see what I can do. First thing, slide the hard drive cover off. The hard drive is located aquí. Aquí, por favor. Me gustan los tacos. The hard drive is held in with one screw, and I'm going to show you how to take that out because we're here. It's easy. You can do this without voiding your warranty. One screw, this little clip holds it in. Come on. Wait a minute now. I am not a professional. More than likely, if you listen to me, you will probably screw up your PlayStation 4. There's your hard drive. Check that out. Put that aside for right now. So basically my technique, when I start removing these screws and who's-its and whatnots, everything that I take out, I'm going to try to keep with the pieces from whence it came. Okay, so one security screw on the top. It's a little, I don't know, I'm colorblind. We'll call it dark gray, charcoal gray. Could be black, I'm not sure. So that was a T8 screw. Most of these screws are T8 screws, but there are some Phillips head screws intermingled. So when I remove this part, and you actually have to pry up on the front of the unit there to free the clips, and then it slides right off. Ooh, yeah, that's a little bit dusty in there. So we'll be cleaning that. But yeah, I'll just put these little screws in here. Sorry for the camera bump. So I know that's where it came from. Now I got like, I don't know, 152 T8 security screws. So let's get to work. Let's screw this thing up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I gotta think of the order that I want to do things here. Like I said, I'm not a professional, and if you follow my instructions, you're probably gonna break shit. With that being said, let's take the bottom of this thing off. 3 security screws this time, which were all concealed underneath the stickers. Uno, dos, 3. Okay. Working around this tripod is Something different. Okay, now I gotta remember how to pull the bottom of this case off. I think if you work from the back, yes. So opposite of the top, you work from the back. Like I said, this stuff was all filthy. You know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I did bring some baby wipes around, and here's my thought process here. It's not good to introduce moisture into your system, but hopefully by the time all's said and done, it's gonna dry. And I was thinking, you know what? If a baby wipe is good enough for a baby's ass, then it's good enough for my PlayStation 4. Booyah. Especially one that didn't really cost me much. Except bologna sandwich. Alright, same thing. Oh, butts. Forgot about the screws. Same thing with this guy. Let's just wipe. Give it a little wipe. Now, I suppose I could have used the rubbing alcohol. But, you know, it didn't. It does dry faster. This is just me. I don't know. I want to be thorough. I want to clean this thing from top to bottom. Now, we're getting our first looks at the inside here. We've got our fan. We got the silver thing. And here's the power supply. It's embedded in here. So we got a couple Phillips head screws here. These things are they're interesting. You're gonna be surprised when I pull these things out, because they're about 45 feet long. Look at that. Thank God they put this clip on here, which makes it a whole heck of a lot easier to pull it out. Maybe. So we'll put that in the bottom of the case. All right, now our power supply is held in by 3 T8 screws. After we got the 2 Phillips screws out. So 5 screws total right here. This does need to come out. Follow my steps precisely, and I will show you the way to the promised land. If you can even see through my hands. Okay, now, bit of advice. This guy is hard to take out. There is a cable holding it in right here, as well as the power supply unit is actually plugged in right here. It's kind of tough to work out the first time I did use a flathead screwdriver to help me. Now, a bit of advice. When you're taking apart electronics like this, if you have to force something, you're probably doing something wrong. So, okay, and it's still... Oh, my screws! Screws down! Screws down! No! Oh. Okay. Got them. I forgot to put those away. So yeah, listen to me. If you have to force it, you're doing something wrong. It should slide right in and slide right out. Just like your wiener. Slide right in, right out. Be careful. On the left side here, there is a wire that's attached. So you can see the 2 prongs right here, which plug into the power supply unit. Now at this point, I would recommend pulling this guy out of the motherboard, which is underneath that metal thing. We've removed the power supply unit. This thing also was really filthy. One thing I forgot to mention is the canned air. I already went through and did all that, so I'm not going to do it again. Plus, your ear holes will probably appreciate the fact that I'm not going to blast them with canned air. Give that guy a little wipe down. Good to go. Okay, so now this strip right here. We are going to very gently remove this. We'll take it off on both sides and put it aside for right now. Don't know what that does, but you know, probably send some kind of signal from there to there and so forth. Okay, so everything that's plugged in to the motherboard from this side, we want to take off right now, including, okay, there's this little black wire. Okay, I'm having a hard time, guys. I've got to work around the tripod. This is my first time filming a video like this. Okay. Struggle, buddy. Struggle. The struggle is real. Maybe I would recommend some needle nose pliers. I don't know. Probably not a bad thing. So this guy's kind of just plugged onto this little thing right here. Okay, as well as this is the power supply, or I don't know if it's power, the cord from the DVD ROM drive or Blu-ray drive. Yeah, Blu-ray. We're in 2017. What the hell's a DVD? Okay, so disconnected that guy. You can take this part off if you want to, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, I think I got everything on this side, but I'm sure I probably forgot something. So we'll probably be back. Now, we're going to... Oh, love that noise. Ooh, God, it's like nails on chalkboard. Okay, so we got this and this. Phillips. Let's just knock those guys out of the park real quick. Some kind of bracket, and I don't know what it does. Maybe when we take this thing off, we can figure it out. But it does have some tension on it. The bracket does have somewhat of a bend, so once it's screwed in, it does put tension. I mean, maybe it's putting tension from the or on the heatsink. I don't know if you can see it, but it does have a slight bend. 2 screws. I'm going to leave the screws in that guy. And we got, 45, 50 T8 screws to remove. So we'll just work our way around here, and I'll do my best not to drop these on the floor again. So, just put them on the table for now. Work it our way around. The nice thing, and I learned this during my first disassemble, actually during the rebuilding part, there are little arrows that point to every hole that requires a screw. So, it's very helpful when reassembling. Because there's more holes than there are places, or than there are screws. Not every hole needs a screw. Some holes are just there to look pretty. Okay. Couple more left. And then we'll have the silver part, which just pops right off. Pretty dirty, as you can see. We'll clean that. And probably when I get done with the first part of the video, and we will reassemble this. Oops. No. Okay, so there's the motherboard. Take a look. The heart and soul of the PlayStation 4. Okay, so I've got my little metal guy right here. It does, so those 2 screws do probably put tension on this thing. I don't know, because the processor chip is right on the other side of that, I believe. But yeah, so I got a mess of screws here. I need to do my best to keep track of those. I don't want to be the guy that puts this thing back together and has a whole bunch of extra screws left over. Okay, so we've got, right here. This is the power supply to the fan. So let's yank that guy. Oh no, don't yank it. Comes up. Oh, yeah, there we go. So pull it up. It comes up. Yeah. Don't do what I just did. Holy shit. Oh man. Okay. So I told you I'm going to break this thing. I'm going to break it. We need to clean this surface here and this surface here. That's where the processor chip makes contact with the heatsink, which disperses the heat from the motherboard out of the unit. So here comes, hold on, I gotta grab some. Okay, squirt a little rubbing alcohol. That guy, Q-tip. And clean. Yeah, this actually works pretty well for removing the old thermal compound off of the processor. We want a nice clean surface. So I guess what I've heard is the thermal compound can transmit heat better than metal itself, and what it does is it actually fills in the air gaps that are between the two surfaces so that you have more direct contact. And supposedly the thermal compound on these PS4 units is pretty much junk. So it's not a bad thing to do this. Okay. Processor chip. Clean as a whistle. Switch sides. Oh no. There's some big chunks. Big chunks. Okay. Get the big chunks. Come on. Now it's stuck all over my finger. Yay. I got mail. I got mail. Yay! Remember that show? Crank Yankers? Holy caca. Maybe that just means I'm old. Okay. Surface. Clean. We used rubbing alcohol. It should dry in about 1.1 seconds. Actually, I just made up that number. Don't forget. We're playing the don't pay attention to anything Dan says or does. Looks like there's a battery right there. I'm guessing that might go bad at some point. Don't know what that does. Okay, flip this guy over. It's getting a little bit ahead of myself. What do we got? I don't remember how to take it out. Oh, I remember. Okay, we've got 3 Phillips head screws. And that should be all that's holding this plate. And that's the wrong bit. Let's try. Oh no, that one? Yeah. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Okay, 3 Phillips head screws. Yes! Okay, now take a look at that. Here, we're getting into the depths of the unit. I said unit. Look at that piece of crap. That thing is dirty. I'm telling you, there was like a chunk of lint right here. I'm pretty sure this fan still works, but it was so blocked up with lint that, totally blocked the airflow. So we've got, oh yeah, there's a little chunk. 1, 2 Phillips head screwdrivers. It was technically held down by 3, but the third one was part of that other part. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up when I dropped that motherboard. Came flying. Okay. Look at this, guys. We're getting somewhere. Whoa, what's this metal thing? Is that on my other one? No. Also, there's these sticky pads. Okay, let's compare the two because I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do here now. Oh my god, that is disgusting. Look at the, you see the crap that's in there? Looks like this thing was like dragged down a dirt road. Okay, so here's our two fans. We've got some of this stuff here, and here, and here, and here. And there's this metal thing that's like kind of stuck on there. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off for 1 second, and I'll be right back because I'm gonna clean the dirt out of here, and I want to be thorough about it. Okay, and we're back. So how'd this thing go in there? Think that looks right. Oh wait, not quite. There we go. So there was the 2 screws here and here, which man, there it is again. Let's get rid of that thing. So much dust. Don't lose the screws. Okay. What is the importance of the metal thing? I don't really know, but I'm going to see what I could do about putting it back on there. This doesn't exactly come with instructions. It was $11 off eBay. Okay, so this thing is kind of just, God, you're so dirty. There, we'll just leave it there. Call it good. I don't know what those squishy things are, but they're not coming along for the journey. Okay. This guy was next. Okay. I had to stop and think for a second. Man, look at all this. Look at all this dust. It's disgusting. Okay, I'm going to be very surprised if I plug this thing back in and it actually works. What are the chances going to be? Holy crap. But seriously, okay, so we got the new fan in there. We're going to put the thermal compound. I mean, he said that it was working. It would just shut down because it was overheating. I told him to take it apart and clean it. Here I am. Here you go, bro. Doing your dirty work for you. Literally dirty work. Go through once again. I did already. Oh, it's so dirty. It's so dirty. I don't know what to do, guys. I feel like I really need to go through this with a fine-tooth comb, but on the other side of the token, I'm kind of just like, you know what? I don't want to. Is it worth the effort? Is it worth the effort? Well, we'll find out when we plug it in. Am I right? Am I right? I told you I wasn't going to do that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did it. Okay. Motherboard. Once again, take a look. I guess. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Getting ahead of myself. You sit. Thermal paste. Open the package. So what I'm going to do, I've heard from word in the hood is that all you need is a little pea-sized drop. I guess it's like grease right in the middle of that guy. That's probably too much, in all honesty. Pea-sized drop. There it is. But based on how much was actually in there when I took this thing out, I think we're going to be okay. But supposedly too much doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good thing. So we need to slide this back in. Gentle. All right. Okay. So our thermal paste should be making contact with the processor underneath there. Now. Oh! Screw down. Screw down. They're so bouncy on the tile floor. They just start like going all over the place. Okay. Move that into the middle. Got my pile of screws. Clean you a little bit. There's definitely some moisture on there. I don't really want to rub this stuff with a paper towel. We kind of got to let Mother Nature take its course here. I'll fast forward probably. Static is a bad thing when you're working with electronics. Also moisture. So we don't want any of that crap. Look at this is goo. It's like literally goo. Okay. I think we're good here. Once again, hard drive slot right there, which corresponds with that right there. Set that guy down. Is that sitting right? Okay, so we got this whole pile of screws. Like I said, let's see if I can show you real quick. There's little arrows. Follow the arrows. The arrows will take us to the promised land. Is that the second time I said that? It might be the second time. Oh, wrong damn screwdriver. But yeah, inside these screws, there's a little point. You see that point? Supposedly, you can break that out with a teeny tiny little flathead screwdriver. Okay. Not me though. Special bit. T8 security bit. Just gonna work our way around. Being careful not to over tighten because it is all plastic and whatnot, so we don't want to break it. Oh, surely I missed a screw. Don't call me Shirley. Or missed a hole. I didn't miss the screw. I went right for the screw. No problems there, I assure you. Oh look, there's one. They're really hard to see. While we're on the subject, we'll plug this guy in. Pushes right in there. Snugly. Oh yeah, there's an arrow pointing right there. See? On that corner. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I missed one. But I assure you, there will be extra screws if you don't get all the holes. I feel like somewhere there might be one. Maybe this guy right here I need to leave off. I don't remember. Corner. Oh god. Let me switch sides. Can't reach around the tripod. How many minutes are we out on the video? 33. Awesome. I really thought I was gonna do this in less than 30 and it might need some creative editing. Remember what I said about being all delicate, light-handed? Be light-handed when you're working on electronics. The reassemble. Okay, I've got one screw left. Really? Okay. There's an arrow here and an arrow here. I don't remember. We're going for this guy. Want to know why? Because I feel like it. Ha ha, ha ha. Starting to get delirious, guys. Okay. Back to the underbelly. We've got, there's kind of this pattern this wire's supposed to go. It weaves in, it weaves out. Let's see if I can give you a better view of that guy. Okay, turn it this way. So, right here, this little guy. We pulled it off earlier, remember? Okay, I can't do it from this angle. Bear with me. Oh, my back. Come on, give me just a little bit of slack. Little bit. Okay. This guy, DVD ROM drive. Blu-ray. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's plugged in. Now we've got this this thing that we took off earlier. It's really important. I'm pretty sure your PlayStation's not gonna work if you don't plug this back in. I don't know what it does, but it seems important. And we slid it out nice and easy earlier. So we slide it back in. Good. Our power supply, we will first plug in to this guy. Very gently fold it over and it should slide right into place. Okay. We've got, yes, there was 5 screws here. We got our 2 long guys, 3 short guys. The long guys have, I don't know, I'm just gonna pretend like this bracket here is put there for the sole purpose of helping you pull these long screws out. And I might be right, but I'm probably wrong, so don't listen to me. These are Phillips. So screw those guys into place. Oh my gosh. Things are going back together so well. I feel so... Oh, wrong screwdriver. Back to the security screws. I feel so good about this project, guys. I got this thing cleaned out, and I'm telling you, you didn't see the half of it. This table was disgusting. Now, my brother is a smoker, so that could be partially to blame. He has a dog too. I didn't see hair. It was really just like dirty, linty, dusty cockapoo. Okay. Yeah. Then I've got my 3 charcoal screws in the bottom plate, which slide that part on first, push push that down. 1, 2, 3 for our screws, which are once again ET8 security screws. Oh, we're getting so close, guys. I really want to plug this thing in and test it out. I really do. Oh boy. I'm starting to get impatient. Although if this thing works, it's totally going to be worth it. I mean, $11 investment in the fan. You know, buy a bit if you can get your hands on one. I got this one at Home Depot. But if not, get creative or don't. Okay, bottom's back on. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Okay, hard drive. Should just slide right in. Ta-da! And we've got our super special PlayStation controller screw, which is a Phillips with your mighty juice. Apologize for that. I know I don't have a singing voice. Okay, you're good. Hard drive in. Okay, I've got 2 T8s left. Something. Oh. Give me the Phillips. Give me the Phillips. Okay, our weird little bracket. Let me step on the other side. Reach it across the camera like a savage. Come on. You got to think about the viewers. Think about the viewers. Camera angles are key. I can't say much about my lighting because I'm just using the light at the kitchen table. As we're doing the work on the kitchen table. Okay, that bracket, you know, don't want to over tighten it, but that feels pretty good. We'll call that one good. Okay, so this is where my 2 security brackets are going to come in. So start from the back, pull it forward, clip into place. Oh, okay. I missed something. Okay, going back a step. Lift, pull, slide. First of all, this screw. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to bump the camera. This screw cannot be there. I kind of had a feeling about that. Okay, so I need to leave those 2 open. Yeah. What did I miss, guys? What did I miss? Okay, I think I figured it out. That one. Okay, now cover in place. Last 2, bang, bang. Jiminy Christmas. All that hassle over 1 screw. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The last piece, which just slides on. Picked up some dirt off the table. All done. PlayStation Nation, son. All right. Let's turn this thing on and see what happens. Okay. Power up. There's the PlayStation logo. Can't hear anything. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Oh man, things are happening. Things are happening. Oh man, all's good so far. I think we did it. Congratulations. You made it through the, you made it through the tutorial. Thanks for checking out the video. I appreciate it greatly. Be sure to tune back because this was just the beginning, my friends. Next, I'm going to be building a PC. I hope you like it. See you then. Peace.